Hello, Miss VRtoA.Stone. It is ICC, also known as She Soon Star, coming at you with a quick video. YouTube has been acting kind of crazy. You know, it cuts me off at the 5-minute mark or 7-minute mark, and I'm talking and talking, and I look down and I realize it says reconnect, and I lost what but it's okay. I'm going to get the message out. I want to say what I have to say. I do apologize that I could not make this a private video. I do not know how to I don't know how to do that just yet. I do apologize. I wasn't trying to make this video for everyone, just for you, Miss Stone, because I understand what you mean by the spiritual warfare and how in the dream you have to fight off certain entities that try to attack you. You know, you have people who are experienced dream walkers. Okay, they like to walk into your dream. They come disguised as maybe an animal or something of the sort, and you don't realize it until it's too late. Now, there is a woman on YouTube. Her name is Miss Quiet Queen. I'm not trying to call her out or anything, but I watched her videos, and she would talk about how in her dream there was a guy who was cloaked in her dream that was staring at her from across the way, and it was like they were in a tunnel or something, and there was a dog that would always walk with her, and she thought the dog was threatening. But when I realized what she was saying, I was like, oh my God. You know, after she said she, took the dog and she put the dog down in the water and killed the dog, I was like, oh my God, you just killed your dream guide. You know, that basically that's your animal guide in your dreams. You just killed your animal guide, and that's why the guy smirked at her in her dream, because she had did something that he wanted her to do so that she could be vulnerable. And a lot of these entities want you to do certain things in your dreams to give them the okay, whether it be in your dreams, because still, even in your dreams, that is still, how do I say it? I don't even know how I really want to word it, but whether you are wide awake and talking to the devil himself standing right before you, and I just say devil, I don't, I just use the term devil since everybody want to blame the devil for all of their problems, even though they're really the cause of their problems. We're just going to say the devil, just for argument's sake. But whether you're talking to the devil right in front of his face and signing that contract with him, or it's in the dream that you say, okay, deal, it is done. Either way it's done, you set yourself up for life. You are sticking to that contract. It doesn't matter, oh, I don't remember doing anything like that. I don't. Well, yeah, you did. Whether it be in your dream or it be in the physical, like talking to maybe somebody who's promising you this, that, and the other. Oh, that's why a lot of these people talk about these contracts with the people in hip hop and everything like that, signing a deal with the devil. That's what that's about. So whether you do it in your dream or you do it in the physical, it is done. It is set. There are, like I said, there are experienced entities out there, not experienced entities, humans who understand their power and know how to use it to attack you. There was just recently, I was I beat the hell out of this one girl in my dream, and I've been wanting to do it for so long because I just felt like she was the reason why certain things were happening. And when I tell you, a feeling of relief came over me when I got the chance to beat her ass. I mean, I felt so good. I actually remember in the dream, it was like a superhero moment when I took my hand back. I had one hand on her head, and I drew one arm back, and I just clocked her right in the face, and she flew all the way back. And I was just relieved because I knew what she was doing. I knew what she was doing. She was a dream walker. I knew what she was doing. And when you comment about how people sit there and they feel like they could just comment when they don't know how it feels to struggle, like whether it's every night or every other night. I experience this something like every other night. They don't know, but the truth of the matter, there is spiritual warfare going on. I realized that last year. I said to myself, spiritual warfare, what is going on? Something is happening. Something has shifted. Something is happening. Something's not right. Something, to this day, I'm just still like, okay, what is my role in this? Why me? Why was I chosen? it happens to those of us who are spiritualists. When these entities realize who we are and realize that we're not here for, when they realize that we can operate from a place of good and still be able to dibble and dabble in things that lets the enemy know to get away, okay? In other words, when we operate from our heart, but we also understand we have tools, we have our little devices that we could turn to, so that way when evil comes our way, when unforeseen entities come our way with not so good intentions, that we can turn to those tools. We know how to use those tools to get them off of us, off of our family. They don't like us. We're the spiritualists that they don't like. The spiritualists that they do like are the ones that they realize they can be, that are willing hosts that will allow them to come in and use them. And I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I refuse. So I understand where you're coming from. A lot of these entities there, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Miss Aphrodite. I was telling Miss Nikki Love, I was speaking with Miss Nikki Love about the dreams that I had. Well, the dream what I was just telling you about with the girl and me knocking her out. It was funny because I talked to her a couple days about that, and she told me to describe her, well, not describe her, but give her the name of the girl, and she described her to me, and I was just like, yeah, that's her. And Miss Nikki, I told her, I said, Miss Nikki, there are entities that have been unleashed. There are, because I remember one night walking from work, and I look off in the distance, and before I looked in the distance, I heard this noise. I kept hearing boom, 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 and I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is it? I know the construction workers can't be working this late at night. It ain't no project around here that's that important for you to be working this late at night and could possibly get hurt. So what in the world is that? I took my headphones out and I look where the noise is coming from. I look up in the distance, up in the sky, and when I tell you, with every boom, the sky would light up and it would flash pink. Okay, I was just like, oh hell, because I thought about a show called Ghostland, Tennessee. This show doesn't come on like that anymore. I don't know if they're, preparing for another season, or if they just, they decided not to pick the show up, maybe it was a test run. But I remember them talking about a devil's trap, and that's what I thought about. For some reason, the lady, she was like, before activity gets started in my home, we'll hear a big loud boom. And it was, basically, they told her that's like a portal opening for the entities to come in. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, hell, we in for something now. We are in for something now, because these entities are coming in. Seriously, they are coming in from other dimensions. They're finding a way, and somebody is helping them. Okay, someone's helping them. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm a little paranoid. I shouldn't go as far as to say somebody's helping them. Maybe I should just say because of the shift, because of the end of the Mayan calendar and what that symbolizes, that shift. These entities are now able to come in and, hey, it's a party. Let's mess with the humans on Earth. You see things happening every day, and it's just like, what in the hell is going on? And it's scary, but it's happening. It's real. It's very much so real, and you can't be scared. You can't. Now, as far as how far I am in my walk, I've been on this journey for quite some time. Acknowledging it finally was last year, but not knowing it and have been on this journey since I was a child, not even knowing it. I told Miss Nikki, I said, Miss Nikki, I dreamed when I was a little girl that I saw caskets all around my room, and that's a dream that I will never forget. I've always remembered that dream. That dream happened when I was yay high. And I would never forget that dream. Waking up in your dream and stepping onto the floor and seeing caskets everywhere, seeing caskets on the walls. And she told me, she said, oh, you've been bitten since you were a child. You basically been initiated since you were a child in your dreams. You are a spiritual being. And I didn't know what to say to that. I've been on this journey for quite some time and didn't even really know it. And because of what happened last year, it really shook everything that I believed in. At the time, I had a friend who had just found herself in Christianity, and when I told her what happened, and I showed her, because I had on my arm, I had 3 scratches going this way and coming across down this way like that, 3 and 3. And I showed it to another friend of mine, and she said, I'm just gonna give my little nickname. She said, Monique, why did you cut yourself? I said, I didn't cut myself. I don't. I didn't cut myself. And I was like, it happened when I was asleep. And she just looked at me and she just, I guess she just said, I'm gonna pray for you. But my friend, she, my other friend, she was like, those were demons attacking you. Now, I go 2 ways with this. I think to myself, I'm like, wait a minute. What if the name that I called on to help release me was actually not them running away, because this was a positive force to be reckoned with? What if the positive forces were the ones that came for me in the first place, and then by me calling on that name, that ran them away because it was evil? Now, I don't try to persuade anybody to think the way I think. I sit there and I think about things, and I try to, because look at the lingo, I said the lingo, sorry, the lingo, the language that we use here in America, and how if you go back to a dictionary called Noah's Dictionary, how things are not really as, what they seem. What we think of as black is actually, in that dictionary, the definition is appearing to be white in color. So I just think, like, how backwards just how backwards are we? Everything that we've been taught, how backwards, how backwards could it be? What if Jesus is really Satan, and Satan is really the one who is holier than thou? So I just really think about a lot of things, and in the moment when what was happening, I called on the name and I could barely get it out. I just said Jesus. And when I was finally able to get it out fully, I was released, or so I thought. So then I get up, not even realizing. So let me tell you what happened when I get up. I'm thinking I finally woke up. I was like, ooh, I finally woke up. Thank you, God. Oh my God, I didn't know what that was. I finally wake up only to realize, now here I go again. Now I'm fucking floating. I'm sorry for cussing. I'm sorry. I'm like, what is this? Like, what the hell? And then something happened, and I told my mom after it happened, I said, I have a feeling like if somebody would have walked in the room at the time when I started to float up, like after I was released, I got up, and I thought I was free. I thought I was back here. I thought I came back. And when I tell you, I really believe that if somebody would have came in the room at the time, it would have dropped me. It would have dropped, and that would have really set. I couldn't go to sleep for a long time without having the lights on. I couldn't, Miss Aphrodite. I couldn't go to sleep, because that right there did it for me. That did it for me. That absolutely did it for me. I was so afraid. And I'm just thankful now, because I was chosen. I was chosen for this to happen to, for me to wake up and say, you know what, I am one of the chosen ones who needs to do my job here to wake others up. I'm not going to sit there like I posted on my Facebook the other day, follow me because I will not lead you down the wrong path, nor will I give you all the answers, but I will help you to open your eyes and see the light. And that is what I feel like I am here for. So we're in for a ride. You know, us spiritualists, we are in for a ride, and we're going to get attacked every day. When you're getting attacked by people that you don't even know, you know, and you know, you don't know them from Adam and Eve, you know, but they attack you off the bat, that is because, you know, I like to use the term spirit recognize spirit. Spirit recognize spirit, just like they say real recognize real, spirit recognizes spirit. And some of these spirits, they know who you are when they see you, and they know they can't mess with you, and they want to attack you. So when they attack you little by little, they keep doing it every day, you know, especially with people that you have to work with. They attack you every day, attack, just nitpick little by little. They'll try to break you down. They can't take you off in one big chunk, but they can sit there and pick at you little by little until you are worn down and feeling left without. So we are in for a ride. We are. All right, Miss Stone. Just keep bringing more videos, bringing them, keep them coming, keep them coming. And as far as that realness that you talk about, you're afraid of putting out there, it needs to be put out there. People need to be woken up. And I'm going to continue to post to my Facebook page your videos, because I want people who are already on my page to wake up. I want them to wake up and realize what's going on in the world. And it's not all about partying and everything, and I want people to understand that we are seriously in trouble. You need to wake up. You need to understand that there are forces in this world unseen that we have to fight every day. They love the ones who like to get drunk. They love the ones who sit there and wallow in depression. That's why when I'm feeling down and out, I can't stay there for too long, because I understand that there are leeches, spiritual leeches, these leeches that like to come and feed off of that negative energy. I understand that they exist, so I can't stay down for too long. So I move, I make the necessary, I tell myself, get up, move, get up. You know you can't sit there, get up, get up. So we are in for a fight. We are in for one hell of a fight. All right, Miss Stone, I'm done now. I'm done. Thank you.